Hey there, Reviver Nation. Coach Hudson here, bringing you day 3 of our core program. Today we're going to be covering the hollow hold, bird dog, and then clam. So you're going to do half a Tabata of hollow hold, then a half Tabata bird dog, and then we're going to do every 2 minutes on the 2 minutes times 5, 10 clams on either side. I'll show you each of these movements and walk you through a little bit of what you're going to be doing. We're starting with our hollow hold. So key thing here, I want to perform that pelvic tilt, pressing my lower back into the ground, keeping my belly nice and tight. From here, I'm going to have my arms pointed up towards the ceiling, lift those shoulders off the ground, engaging my upper abs, and then also bring up my feet, push together, toes pointed, legs locked. This is our starting position. Ooh, I already feel my belly working. From here, I'm going to keep that core nice and tight, and then separate my feet and hands as far as I can go, but not at the expense of arching my lower back. I want to keep that lower back pressed into the ground. If you can only do here, that's totally fine. Even if you need to bring the knees tucked, that's fine as well. The key here is to really get those abs to work for you, especially your upper abs pulling up and your lower abs by having your legs out as far as you can go, but keeping that lower back pressed down in the ground. We'll hold that position for 20 seconds, rest for 10 seconds, and repeat that 4 times. That's half of a Tabata. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it will take about 2 minutes to complete. After that, we have our bird dog on our hands and knees. The bird dog is performed by having my elbows locked out. I'm in this position where my chest is right over my hands. My knees are right underneath my hips. They look straight up and down, looking from the side. And from here, I'm going to extend out my right arm and left leg, like so, keeping my hips nice and level. If you had a glass of wine, you could put your wine on my hips and they would not be spilling the wine at all. So I'm going to do that now with my opposite limbs. So left arm, right leg, keeping those hips level, keeping my belly engaged, pushing out as far as I can, coming back controlled. This is not a speed movement, but rather a control movement. How slow and controlled can I go? Squeezing my belly as I'm doing this, keeping my back nice and flat. Notice how I'm not arching my back like this. I'm keeping my belly tight as I do it. Everything looks nice and neutral and straight. Now that's really tricky for you. You can start just with those arms, doing one arm, then the alternate arm reaching out nice and far as overhead as you can, and then do the legs individually, fighting to keep my hips level, and then combine both of them for that full bird dog. So we're gonna go back and forth, alternating for 20 seconds, rest for 10 seconds, repeat that 4 times. That's your half Tabata of bird dog. We'll finish then today's day 3 with some clams. It's easy and best to perform these against a wall, that way you know you're doing them correctly. We're gonna do 10 clams on either side. We'll be on our side for this movement. So I'm gonna start by pressing my full back against the wall to make sure that my entire upper body is vertical, straight up and down. This is going to be crucial for this exercise. From here, my hips are pressed against the wall, both my upper and lower part of my hip, upper and lower part of my back are pressed against the wall. I'm going to push my heels just slightly against the wall. And now pressing my feet together, I'm going to start to lift my upper knee up, like so, and then down, slow and controlled. The goal here is to go as far as we can without really torquing our hips back like so. So see, I lifted my hips and they moved back. My hips came disconnected from the wall. They weren't straight up and down. What I want to do is keep those hips straight up and down. Lift up just a little bit. You should feel some tightening deep within your muscles, deep within those glutes. Back down, up again. So this is working some of those deep external rotators within our glutes. Oftentimes neglected, but really important to stabilizing the pelvis, which is important if we want to try to prevent lower back discomfort. Strong pelvis muscles equal strong movement, strong position, equal less pain and discomfort, right? So then I'm gonna go on this side, perform 10. I'm gonna have my legs kind of bent at a 90-degree angle, back pressed against the wall. Coming up as far as I can, down and controlled. And we'll do 10 reps either side, pressing my feet together. There we go. Awesome, so we'll do 10 reps on either side every 2 minutes. The timer will start, you'll do 10 reps, you'll do 10 reps, rest the remainder of that 2 minutes, and then the timer starts again. 10 reps, rest the remainder of that 2 minutes. So you'll repeat that, you'll do that 5 times for a total of 50 reps on either side. If you guys have any questions, as usual, feel free to reach out to a Reviver coach. Otherwise, guys, let us know how it goes.